JCI Nigeria members in the cities that we are present, so that our members can begin to, I believe that if you have a 2-year head start, you begin to speak a lot of French, and then those that you meet in Botswana, you can continue to exchange emails and you continue to be good friends. I've seen some of our past officers in Nigeria, like Senator Joko Tadeo, has done excellently well. She did a presentation in Dakar 2004 in French. Who will not vote for her? The English are for her. Then the French too will love you when you speak French to them. So please, that is something I will try to empower our members with in 2013. Please, next slide. And then international travel opportunities will continue to provide through group visa arrangement and discounted tickets. I want to say that in the Africa and Middle East Conference, which is Botswana, is going to be holding in May. But I want to guarantee you that your visas will be ready by February. Every conference we are going next year, 2 months ahead, we want the visas to be ready. So please, I will urge you to please work with the deadline. Some people might, I don't know, I wouldn't want anybody to be offended. That's why we are saying this thing early, so that you won't come a week to go and then you're expecting us to run around for you to get a visa. We believe that you should already have the information. JCI has given us the next 2 years where we are going to, so we shouldn't waste our time. And then because of the UN Global Partnership Summit, we also believe that by April we should be able to be at the US Embassy to get that issue. And then by August we should be able to have our Brazil visa. I don't want to carry that conference over, and I've set a target to my IVP that will take a good delegation, and then we can plan what we are going to do before those conferences. So I will plead with you as a board to also go back to disseminate those things to our members so that they can work with our deadline next year. Next slide. And then we're moving on to the second part of our team, which is on programs. We're going to continue to build the JCI Nigeria brand on the national level. We're going to use the TV, we're going to use the radio, we're going to use the print media coverage, and we're going to use a tool that is very, very effective now. It's the social media. We're part of the generation Y, which is the people born from 1980 downwards, and that is people that go with all these gadgets. Most people are on their phones most times than on their emails or whatever. They do Facebook, they do Twitter a lot. So I believe the world president this year engaged a lot on Twitter, and then next year the world president has already opened an official page on Facebook. So we're going to engage our members, and we found out that that's the only way we can reach every member if we leverage on that, and then we can go further. Our videos and that are uploaded on YouTube can be watched all over the world and create a lot of buzz. I've seen a lot of people that become superstars on Twitter. Just by being on Twitter alone, they have become household names in the country. So imagine if our organization can leverage on that. We'll continue to do that. Then we'll concentrate on growth and development through the creation of at least, I can guarantee us that by October 2012, we'll have a minimum of 10 new city chapters in JCI Nigeria, and then we'll be focusing a lot on area C and D. So I'm going to be speaking to those from area C and D EVPs that are going to be in cities. There's something that Turkey did, and luckily our IVP is from Turkey, that they did new chapters, no problem. And they did a road show, and they went to cities that JCI was not present, and they met with the government there, the local government, the state government, the chambers of commerce, everyone, the corporate organizations. I believe that if we begin to plant JCs in those places, I don't think 35 chapters or thereabout, I don't think it reflects the country that we are in as Nigeria. So please understand that that's what we'll, and then we'll be strengthening the existing chapters, because I know that question is on people, that what happens to those chapters that have not been done. I think as EVP area A or as MVP, as all my years past, I think I've done a lot of that. Most of the chapters that I've started or that I've had a part of, either in reviving or bringing up, are chapters that are the pride of anything now, and those are chapters that get awards. So be rest assured that we will strengthen all the existing chapters for them to become a pride as we create more chapters also in 2013. Then we're going to work, the process has started this year, which is what JCI also did. They started the process of a long-range committee that will be coming out. They're going to be doing another 1 or 5 years. And as JCI Nigeria, I can guarantee you that as president in October 2013, we're going to be looking at a long-range plan for 2014 to 2019. I believe my IPP is the chairman of that committee, and he has championed a lot this year on the strategic plan. And I believe strongly, as also a member of that committee, along with the ES and one of our past presidents, that we will go around national convention is improved to ensure that members get value for their time and money. A lot of people always ask that question, why are they coming to area conferences? What did they gain from there? People don't mind spending a lot of time going for the African conference. We just came back from Taipei, spent a lot of money, and we're already excited going to Brazil. But people locally here, people are not excited to even go to your area conference that is much cheaper and all that for you. But people don't see the value and the time that they get. So we're going to be focusing and working with all the host chapters, and I'm happy that at least 2 are here. Three, sorry. Apologies to again. I don't know why I always make mistake when I'm doing their thing. Area A conference hosts are here, Area B conference, and the national convention. I'm sure we'll get Area C and D conference by January, I'm sure of that. So that we'll work with you to provide the content that people really want in all those conferences. So that every member, you can't bring 500 people to a conference and only 100 of them are engaged. And then you expect every other 400 to be happy. Or I don't think our conferences should be a vacation spot that people will look at. They will leave the office and they want to come and see. That's why they don't come to time, and then we don't face whatever we need to face. So please, that our conferences will be totally overhauled to ensure that content, people get value for it. No conference next year will not be, people will not be able to, after leaving that conference. When those of you that are in Casablanca, those of you that were in US this year, those of you that were in Taipei, you can sit down to know what you got down from that conference. At the end of it, I think that we'll be able to ask ourselves, what did I get? And people will be able to answer those questions. We'll work with JCI with their templates and everything that they have to do that. And then, next slide, we're going to run a lot of national programs. I believe that they say most of the things should be done in the lumps, and I agree with that. But I also believe that JCI has a lot of programs that we can run, and those are the things that we'll probably run most of it through our area conferences and at the national convention, because that's what JCI does, and that's what makes their conferences quality. The debate, some of these were already running. The TOYP Awards is something that our topic bring that back and begin to encourage more participation in that, so that even the first timers that come get something to go back with. Our signature courses. Then the 2 things that we're adding, or like they said, is the Creative Young Entrepreneurs Awards program, the business plan competition, which I'm already speaking to JCI South Africa. It was a big project like I had this year, and I met with the 2013 president, whereby they got it from maybe one of the European countries. I can't remember the country that helped them. So we're also going to be leveraging on their ideas to also run our best business plan project. This is a project that has been endorsed by the International Chamber of Commerce that JCI has a partnership with. And they are here in Lagos, in Nigeria, the ICC Nigeria. Why are we not leveraging on those programs? I've seen a lot of business plan projects that people do. I've seen a lot of debating competitions that countries, a lot of organizations, small as run in our country. We should begin to look at all those championships. And then when we go to JCI Nigeria Awards program, our awards program will be like the international one, whereby we're going to all run our projects during the year, and you will file it in a national convention. It will be a separate program on its own, so that lungs will be shouting when we hear JCI Keja. You will see the way people will come out, they will see the nominees, the whole process will be followed, and I believe that's what we're going to do. And then the JCI Nigeria 100% efficiency program, we're going to renew it, and we're going to reinforce it to our chapter so that we can continue to do that. That's the only way we can win it in JCI. Next slide. We're going to equip. You're welcome. I would plead with us to please spare me some few more time so that I will show it, because I believe it's a collective vision. We're going to equip our national secretariat. Thank God that we have been provided with a new place in a good area this year, and we're going to create a sustainable structure for its operations. That is, it's fully functional. Sorry, I don't know where the deal is. It's supposed to be funny. And then membership services, no, it's okay. I think before we say it out. Then the JCI Nigeria shop is something that we're going to bring back to it. When we go for conferences, JCI, that's what we do. I have one new wristwatch that I bought from the JCI shop in Taipei. I think our members should come to conferences and we should help them to keep some of their money back and give them value for tools that they can use to market our organization. Membership services website is something that we have to have trained and efficient staff. We don't believe in I like it this year because of our constraint. Our ES has been, like we say, a mobile, a one-man army, but in 2013, I don't think that will work. I believe I'm an entrepreneur. I don't believe one man can achieve a lot of things. There are a lot of things that I wouldn't have achieved if I was the one running everything in my company this year. So at least we'll equip the secretariat with a minimum of 1 or 2 full staff, and then we'll have a lot of people who are volunteers. I get a lot of emails. People can do internship, and then we will be able to meet up all these demands that we have in our organization. So please, and then we have a centralized administration. What we mean by this is that they did a training today, and they said that the ES, one of the things you will not do as a board member is to undermine the duties of the executive secretary, undermine his office, or you will try to do his duties. A lot of things I've seen a lot of board members, officers do, and they will do the work of secretariat for it. People who just go to meet companies, we negotiate. We don't even know have a copy, a secretariat. We don't know what you have done. We don't know what and like I explained to the CC, I was CC 2005. That is 7 years ago, and I believe that those experiences that I got, we can all mentor our JCI members, international travel opportunities, and then the collegiate application plan. This is something that we have tried for so many years now to try to do, but in the last 1 or 2 years, it has become a source of concern, even to the collegiate. As 2005 CC then, I tried to do a hard talk, but I think it was not a welcome idea then in JCI Nigeria, and it wasn't done. But now, even JCI is coming to meet us, so I believe in us being proactive. Somebody said you should face your fears, and you should not run away from your fears. Whatever we are running away from regarding the collegiate application, we are going to face it next year, and we're going to work together to be able to put together a workable plan that will make collegiates to be integrated back into JCI. That is the way that we are going to go now. We can't continue to hide